And I say y'all because
it's a contraction. It's a real contraction of you and all. So you all can start using it with no shame. Awesome. So I saw some Alchemist fans wander in while that was happening. Wow, I wasn't talking about you, but okay. Just
wait, no, bring that phone call back here.
Aww.
Bring that phone.
You guys need to see this costume. With this owl should stand up so everyone can look. Look at that. That is really incredible. You should be commended.
You know how dumb I am? I thought he was bored. I'm thinking, wow, dude, that's like our Return of the King. That's awesome.
That's from Full Metal Alchemist. Wow, it's got some Oron High School Host Club costume in the back. That's great.
So you got a director here, guys.
Yeah, what do you want to ask me about the industry or shows that I've been in or anything? Don't be shy. It's like the shyest bunch. Okay, Blondie, yes. What do you do to keep your voice in shape? That is a very good question. Yeah, we make that noise. Okay, sorry. You don't do that, that's for sure. To keep your voice in shape, you just have to be smart about things. Like if you have a session at 10 a.m., you don't go out drinking in a smoky bar until 2 a.m.
That's actually another reason why, if you want to be a voice actor, you don't wait tables. Okay, I finally got to the point where if I wanted to make any money waiting tables, I had to work in a place that was busy and loud, and you'd have to talk over it, you know? And that's really damaging your voice. I'm a big sports fan. I'm a huge baseball fan. I have given plenty of umpires plenty of grief over my time. I've had professional players turn away from the game for just a moment to curse me out. And yet I realized that I can't do that anymore. If I ever yell, it's got to be a Friday night or at max Saturday night game. You know, because I can't run that risk of losing my voice. You know.
Yeah, you just...
Part of it is maybe I have an audition with that lost voice and they like it.
And then you can't do it again.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Which brings up the point of don't ever audition for anything with a voice you can't sustain for hours.
Yeah. So you just have to be smart about it. Like you said, don't be yelling a lot. Don't be in smoky places. You shouldn't really smoke, period, but I know plenty of voice actors who do, and that is what gives their voice the quality that gets them work frequently.
Yeah, they like to say that.
They like to say that, but I wish that they would stop smoking so they'll be around longer. So that's the main thing. Just don't abuse it. Also, maybe you're playing a part where you're going to be in the studio 4 to 5 days a week, recording long hours, maybe 6 or 7 hours, which is probably the most that you should do. And you just have to know when it comes to, say, a screaming part, sometimes as a director, I'll save those till the very end of the session, or if we're going to record for days at a time, I'll save them till the very last day, and we'll go back to that first episode and get all the screaming at once, because sometimes an actor may be in from out of town, working on more than one show at a time, so I'm not just ruining their voice for my show, but also for someone else's show, and then I have directors who are pissed off at me. So you just have to be careful. Drink water all the time, not just when you're recording, but your voice, your body needs that moisture. Tea.
And she doesn't mean drink soda. She doesn't mean drink coffee. She means water.
I mean, I drink soda and coffee for the caffeine on those long days, but you just have to keep the water going.
Keep yourself lubed, as it were.
Warming up, like it's always good to warm up in the car on the way to the studio with just same type of vocal exercises you might do in theater, just to get the diction working properly, especially morning. He apparently doesn't warm up.
I do nothing. I roll out of bed and go.
Oh, I don't.
And if it doesn't
like
come
that.
out, then I'm not warmed up. Then I'll talk.
It's just talking. Just do some talking. Sing along with 2 songs or something in the car on the way to work, just to get it going. Otherwise, you waste that first 20 or 30 minutes getting your voice awake. No.
Did you have a question?
Oh, wow, gosh, I gotta try and remember what that was all about. When I first started directing, it was filling in for other directors. That's pretty much how you begin. So I was pretty nervous, I remember that, because I don't just want to do a good job for my own sake, but because I have to. When you fill in for someone, it's harder because you're not directing in your own style. It needs to be seamless. So they can come back and watch what you did and say, that is exactly what I would have done. Otherwise, they have to go and record it again, and you've wasted their time and the company's money. So there's that pressure of wanting to do good for them, do a good job to show that I can do this job so that Funimation will want to hire me to direct my own stuff. So I was pretty scared, but thankfully it was on a show that I knew very well, a show called MegaCon. So I didn't have to be concerned like, I knew what was going on with all the characters and all of the plot. So I at least had that going for me. And then once we got into it, it worked pretty seamlessly. So, and I love directing. Have a great time.
That's funny, and I'm just going to tell this quick story and then get out of here and leave you. When I did Transformers, I worked for 2 different directors who had 2 different interpretations of Optimus Prime. And I never said a word to either one. And so, because each one was valid and I was just the actor, it's like, you know, mold me, I will do for you. So one actually worked on the original series. So because my character had a face shield, which is the best kind of character to dub, because you're actually free to act and interpret and not have to worry about being the technician to fit it into the flaps. So one director who worked with Peter Cullen would pull words and phrases out of each line so that I had the time to slow down and be a bit more ponderous, a bit more like John Wayne. That's a lot closer to what Peter did originally. Okay? And then the other director came in who was the main director on the show, never saw the show before, and so he would like, no, he's young, energy. So when I did episodes with him, it was really, all right, Autobots, roll out. There's a lot more energy, a lot more in your face. So you can actually tell who directed the episode just by listening to my pacing. So it's incredible that, you know, I'm hearing this story going, these guys didn't care. You know, but I guess I, as the actor, I mean, I could have said something, but because both directions were valid to me, I used them both. What the heck? So, you know. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day, and maybe we'll see you tomorrow.
Are you gonna go sign right now? You know? Well, he'll be around. So we're doing this again tomorrow, and we have a spot where we're all signing. So come say hi to us, and we'll sign things. Clink.
I unplugged, so.
Other questions? Yes, ma'am.
How do you like working on Kodacha?
How do I like working on Kodacha? Thank you for remembering that show. I sometimes forget that I was in it. I feel very blessed to be a part of such a really cool show with such an amazing lead actress as Laura Bailey. She just, she blows my mind. When I direct her, I just feel like I shouldn't even be directing you. You know, like you just go, you just do your thing. It was a really funny show. I liked playing that character at the time because up until then I just played, I'm happy or I'm hyper. So to get to be Natsumi, who's like bipolar and really mean and terrible, what a terrible person she was a nice switch. I loved it. It was a great show. Yes, your friend right next to you.
Have you ever thought about doing Ed's voice?
Have I ever thought about doing Ed's voice? Like mimicking it? I don't think so. No one could ever sound like Vic. Well, I think there are guys who probably try to, but I don't know any girls who could imitate Vic's voice. I'm not even going to attempt that. That's weird. That's bizarre.